Hello, this is now just going to be what we're going to do here. We're going to just record the computer playing this game because YouTube Live is really too much. I don't know how YouTubers do it. They really probably have like $1,000 computers and $1,000 internet stuff because my stuff keeps crashing. But anyway, I was currently about playing theotown and talking about Men in Black and the movies that I watched today. I watched all 3 movies and Men in Black International. Oh, it was funny for the girl to be somehow smart and capable enough to, in Men in Black International, to be able to find the Men in Black, but not to become to become almost an FBI agent, but not realize the Men in Black is probably so secretive that not even the FBI in the Men in Black, they recruit. They are the ones who recruit. They are the ones who pick the blah blah blah. You can watch just the movie, but I do love the original series more than the other ones actually. Just that, like all the original ones, better. I cannot lie. It's better. And I mean, it's just a fact of logic. The simple characters of Agent J and Agent K are so entertaining. I'm surprised they didn't have 4 other movies, but probably because they couldn't get Will Smith. Actually, a lot of the talent in the movie was probably too expensive by then to just get back on, and it wasn't true enough motivation for it. That could be the reason why. A few things. You can sometimes increase it to 200%, but trust me, that's not a smart idea. For most things, because the cost just exponentially increases once it reaches 100%. Most of the time, it's not even really cost effective. Now, I don't know why my stuff sets itself in fire so many times. So maybe I should get one like that, right? I had to just make sure I get hospital too. And other stuff just in case I get every time I get a new hospital, every time I get a new stuff, it gets more expensive. That's one of the toughest parts about it. It gets more expensive. Because you're going to be like, I'm not going to be able to afford it. Modern America. That building died. If you see a grayish building, that means it's empty. Hopefully it gets tear down, re-inhabited. And if you wonder why the happiness is so little, it's mostly because taxes. Though I'm not really too annoyed because I'm not really too annoyed because they give me so much in taxes. Like, I originally had them at 9.5%, but you see, 7K. Nearly 7K would be lost. Currently, I might put more depending on if population stays stagnant. But it's like, I get so much money though. And I still got cream time, so don't get on. At this point, I'm just going to delete the cemetery. Doing this game gets annoying after a while. And it's not even been that long. Guess after a while. I'm just gonna add another crematorium. Funeral, yep. It's way too efficient. Okay, this should be it. I'm gonna close the gap between harbors and shores. Okay, industrial zone, dense industrial zone, and dense industrial zone. Game. You see all those hundreds of thousands? Almost a pretty sight in a way, because I can easily afford to just purchase all that zone. Large continent, fusion power, and fusion power. I don't know what's the difference between those two different rewards. Maybe I should try to unlock them. But I gotta say, they win. Boo. You'll get your taxes back to its original level. What's with that giant drop? Gonna nearly kill my city. Is there a fire raging? $80, $87, $80. Okay, the drop is getting too large at this point. I'll let it go if it recovers by 60,000. Okay. The population's still not recovering. Less people to tax means less income. Ooh. I think, yep, it's starting to stabilize. It's starting to stabilize. I don't know what caused that. That was such a shock that it basically mirrored the worst disasters in this particular field town history. Nearly collapsed in the entire field town. Utterly insane. Don't know what happened there. But anyway, so dense residential. And there. Yep, it can still work as zones. Dense residential. Dense residential. And there. Hey, it's starting to stem. It's starting to stem back. Not even just stemming back. I'm not even keeping up with the demand. Woo! In a way, the city was enough to house all those people, so enough to house all those people. Don't know how they're able to not house all those people again. Demand for poor housing should be stagnant, I think, by a bit of logic. I think. Yep, I officially burned out all my stuff. I dropped my income by around 10 TK. And my field town is now a little bit more happy. But I'm going to have to figure out something to increase my income. And I'm now straight broke in field town money. Wait. Need to remove some tree cutting instrument. These things cut trees at random powers, but once they taking too many trees or run out of trees, blah blah blah. They to temporarily boost the income. Only does enough for a bit of a sale stuff. Supplies. Supplies is 1K. Oh. Each of these things can only have like one type of upgrade, but each upgrade are able to do only one upgrade. So price, monthly price. Yeah, what's monthly income? Monthly price. This introduces a lot of operations to increase the efficiency of the power station. Okay. So these are the only things that increases income. Total DSA technologies, 16K. The only reason why I'm not underwater, well, underwater income speed, 20. Nobody got so many diamond stuff. It's not really that useful. Well, there are use cases for it. Like, what are those use cases again? What to remember? What were those use cases again? Oh yeah, features. Advanced time controller. Time age. Time war. Huh. Double your monthly income. Double your monthly income for 2 hours. Supercharge. Short billing time. We're pretty close to all of these. Slow speed. Activate slow speed to gain major effect in controlling critical situations. You can't in a way still have that. That's useless. Slime disaster. Useless to you. Plaza decorations. A big fountain. Small mountain. Forester's Lodge. Transmission line. Big wires for a lot of energy. Regional energy for regional energy exchange. Regional energy exchange. Oh, I might get that. That's expensive though. And we don't have city, and if it doesn't work to trade cities with. Oof. That's real difficult. Go kart. There's a opera house. Main fire station. I might show this. The military stuff is not entertaining as I think it is. Because they entire Bank of China, ICC. Okay, so I think I have an idea. Here we have we don't have any neighboring cities. Online regions. I wonder what this is. This is pretty new, even for me. Let's pause this video.